This is the TV News, the industry's only daily video report, brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative needs, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.
Welcome to the TVNews.TV for Wednesday, January 20th. And here are today's top stories. CNN hasn't been number one in cable news, well, for quite some time. But based on CNN anchors and reporters' heroics that we've heard about in Haiti, well, they should be number one in all of our hearts. Item: during a looting altercation, Anderson Cooper witnessed a little boy who was injured. And at a moment's notice, Anderson came to the young man's rescue and whisked him away to safety. Item: CNN medical correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta pressed himself into service in a makeshift hospital when the staff on duty there suddenly decided to evacuate. And Gupta performed emergency neurosurgery on an earthquake victim in an OR on board the USS Carl Vinson. Also, consider CBS Evening News anchor Katie Couric for special recognition as she comforted an inconsolable young orphan. Now, we at the TVNews.TV, we laud all of the media who, in addition to chronicling this horrific tragedy, have chosen to be true heroes. In a world where reporters pride themselves on remaining detached from their subjects, it is truly refreshing indeed to see the media jumping in where desperately needed, getting involved in a much more important job, and that job is the business of life. Well done, all. All right, we've listened to your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and we've beefed up our international desk. Case in point, French tech website nowhereelse.fr has released their concept of the next generation of the iPhone based upon many rumors. Calling it the iPhone 4G, nowhereelse.fr has not only listed the top rumored features, they've added percentage probabilities of these features actually becoming reality based on the veracity of the rumor. It's pretty smart. For example, they're projecting a 90% probability that the 4G will sport a 5-megapixel camera based on overwhelming buzz. A dual processor gets an 80% probability, and a front-facing video camera rated a 70% probability. Now, for more on this living depiction of rumor versus reality about the next iPhone, log on to nowhereelse.fr, and I hope you speak French. YouTube. Yeah, it's the place where you and over 150 million of your best viewing pals can watch The Biting Baby.
Ow! Ow, Charlie! Ow!
But beginning perhaps as soon as March, YouTube may just be the web destination to watch live streaming coverage of your favorite sports, like exciting IPLC action. What the heck am I talking about? It's Indian Premier League cricket. Have a look if you can stand the excitement. Now, according to Mashable.com, YouTube envisions live streaming sports as a real revenue producer down the road. And don't doubt that YouTube can't put fannies in seats or eyes in front of computer screens, as last year they cumed 10 million viewers worldwide for U2's Rose Bowl concert live streaming event. So you better get ready for YTS, and that's YouTube Sports. And finally, yesterday we gave you an inside listen to the first part of the super secret recording session as Morgan Freeman laid down the track for the CBS Evening News. Now we bring you part two of the very same session.
Shall I proceed?
We are rolling.
From CBS News World Headquarters in New York, the CBS Evening News with Kathy Couric.
That's much better. Hey, Morgan.
Yes?
It sounded like you're saying Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Katie.
Katie?
Katie. Yeah, Katie Couric.
Oh, I always thought her name was Kathy. Oh, dear. Well, let me,
Let's just do it again.
Let me have another whack at it. Katie Couric. Okay. From CBS News World Headquarters in New York, the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric. Let me tie that together a little better. From CBS News World Headquarters in New York, the CBS Evening News with K.T. Carrick.
Okay, that was very good. That's much better. You're sort of selling the Katie part a little too hard now.
Well, she's a spunky lady. I'm just trying to put some of that spunk in there, you know. K.T.
Can we get a less spunkier read just to have it?
Sure.
Okay, once again we flip over all the cards and tell you that wasn't really Morgan Freeman. It was an actor impressionist, and his name is Jim Meskimen. You've enjoyed his voice work on Jib Jab, and you can connect with Jim's golden pipes at jimmeskimenvo.com. And now it's time to hand off the TVNews.tv to Susan Hibben with the Programming Pulse.
The Programming Pulse is brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice. Get the best price. Get Dude at dudewalker.com.
HBO has announced its lineup of marquee documentaries for 2010. At the very top of the list is Spike Lee's Where Levees Broke, a requiem in 4 acts, which revisits New Orleans 5 years after the Hurricane Katrina disaster. HBO has also secured the rights to Sins of My Father, an up-close and chilling look at the most notorious Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar. And on the HBO sports front, already in production is Broad Street Bullies, the chronicling of the most violent, intimidating, and winningest NHL franchise of the mid-1970s, the Philadelphia Flyers. Plus, on the healthy competition front, HBO will deliver Magic and Bird, a look at the intense rivalry between both college and NBA superstars Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. For the complete list of HBO documentaries for 2010, log on to MediaWeek.com. I'm Susan Hibben, and I will see you next Wednesday here on the Programming Pulse. Jeff?
Thanks, Susan, and we look forward to your next report. And if you've missed any of Susan Hibben's reports in January, you can go to our archives and click on any Wednesday.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Store & Associates, sports and entertainment marketing specialists. Log on to storeandassociates.com and start connecting with sponsors and consumers.
Hey, if you're stoked about the Super Bowl happening in about 2.5 weeks, then get this. The TV News and CombBridges.com will be throwing a live Super Bowl commercials rating party on both Twitter and Facebook during the event. Interactive? Yeah. Fun? Most definitely a TV industry first, and we'll have more details for you in the days to come. Hey, got any nonfiction ideas you want to pitch? You want to hook up with co-production partners? Maybe you want to sell production services to the unscripted set. And you should attend the Real Screen Summit February 1st through the 3rd in DC. For information, log on to summit.realscreen.com. And that's about it for today's edition of the TV News. We'll be back tomorrow with top news plus our sales, marketing, and trends report. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching, and go out and make it a good day.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.